On people, OG back on the screen. Now dribbling has entirely changed. I'm here how to tell you guys how to dribble this year. I'm already looking at the system and I can see a huge change within this game. So I'm here to give you knowledgeable gems to place on your mind so you can realize, like, okay, this is how we need to dribble. It's still looking like they have the same model of the builder as last year. Not the same. When I mean the same model, meaning I don't even know how I'm going to explain that. But it's a similar. Let me just say similar base model, because it's actually different. So I don't want to even do that. But a similar base model with how certain mechanics work, certain functions work. But some things will slow down, some things will speed up. This year you can tell the devs really are attacking cheese. They don't want the cheese in the game. I know some people like, oh, it's play now. No, there has been better play now clips. I'm going to show you better play now, black talk, whatever. There's been better clips seeing somebody play with an NBA player versus what we see now. Even when you're doing regular moves like the momentum, cross, certain things, like to do certain things together is different. They changed some controls. Changing the controls is also like a patch to everyone. Even dribble gods, it's like a patch because they changed controls. So they changed the ways that you maybe did patterns. Like I said, they'll look at the patterns when you're spamming patterns and they're looking at the codes. They're looking at them like code numbers. You guys are looking at them like, oh, that's moves, that's the bag, that's the stuff. It's the same way how some dribblers really just spam. Some dribblers, they know the moves, they learned how to do it. But to put it in certain coordinate patterns where it makes sense, the devs realize, okay, they're not doing that. They just can chain these two moves together because of this. Okay, he could do the Luka here, then hit the spin back. When he turns around again, it allows him to get that extra little speed to turn around and then start over again. Like, they're understanding all this stuff. Now, today I'm going to show you some gameplay where this is Joe knows just a little bit of his, but I want to go to Twitter and show you guys actually clips of gameplay. There's already people complaining, talking about the dribbling's too slow, the game speed slow. Trust me, nobody was saying this last year. It's funny because people are trying to tell me now, like, oh, it's play now. Oh, you know they gotta get the speed, and you know this, and it's like, no. I played 2K for years. Like, when you an OG, there's just certain things you know. Some people want to believe in their delusions, but it's like, no, this game speed is definitely slower. And I'm not going to say it's slower because there's other things you can do, blowout dribbles, there's other things you can do to move within a certain momentum and at a certain good speed where it still looks realistic. Is it 2K speed, the speed everybody wants in 2K where it's like this? Oh, is it that type of speed? No, it seems like they're getting themselves to a real feel of basketball movement, and that's what the pro play. So all the people that's like wondering, what's up, dude? I'm doing a video. Daddy's doing a video. You gonna go in the room? You gonna go play? He's the quiet one. He's good. So when we're looking at these animations, right? Let's watch Joe knows with the KD builds, right? Look at Kyrie when he's dribbling. It's actually stutters to him. It's actually like certain movements instead of like, don't you know how you can see like somebody who plays the IRL playstyle? He plays within the IRL playstyle, right? And then you have somebody else who plays in the meta playstyle. The meta playstyle, like, you got the IRL playstyle person who can go out there and look like Kyrie, and then you have the meta playstyle person who's going to go out there and do meta things to create his space. It's just like how a person can really go and use Kyrie. I'm literally about to show you this. I'm literally about to show you a dribble god using an NBA player last year, 2K's community day, and not even community day, when the game came out. When it first came out, before you could even play, before launch, and you know you can go in the thing early and dribble and play. I'm gonna show y'all that, and it's gonna prove to you guys that they just changed the mechanics within a whole. The sig size up when you're using somebody's sigs, they changed everything up. Of course, there's gonna be a meta, and people are gonna go to a meta. But what I'm seeing from looking at the pro play animations from the dribbling already, one, I haven't seen no YouTuber cook up. It's literally none. None has cooked up and dropped anything yet. Even dribblers went to cheese. I'm about to show y'all. None of them can dribble. Because when you look at dribbling, I've always said this. Steezo was There's other standstill combos, but I don't know that they started killing that aspect of being able to just sit and stand still the whole time. You still could do certain things, but it's just certain stuff that they killed that it wasn't effective anymore. So dribblers even stopped doing it, right? The devs are making so much patches to get that away. They are, like, when I'm watching all this gameplay, how the players move, like there's certain stuttled fast animations. That's a faster animation. Like right there, you see how the behind the back instantly created a good amount of space. There's so many things in this game already where there's probably windows that the devs are expecting those to be certain shots on certain instances, you know? But players still want to play it like it's 2K, be able to dribble away from somebody from so long, left to right, until I guess he's winded, and then you shoot. Right? So when you looking at all this gameplay, Kyrie is not even moving super speed. He's not. He's at a good speed though. He's at a good speed. He has some of the highest playmaking badges. Just keep that in mind. Now let's go to Twitter. I want to show you guys something else. Like I said, this game is going more into IRL, realistic playstyle type of game. I really be thinking like people be, I don't know. I think you took a little slight down. I really be thinking like YouTubers, I mean some creators be thinking like 2K gonna go back to some type of like, I don't know, like extra cheese fest. Like people be thinking like the next year when 2K come out is gonna be more cheesier, or they'll be able to have more cheese to their bag. This is how people be thinking. I'm telling you, this is how some people be thinking. When in real reality, the devs are sim nation guys, and they want to get the game to looking realistic. They want it to where, okay, if you're using a job build, you're going to be at a job speed. If you're using a Kyrie, you're going to be at his speed, his momentum, everything, his motion style. And then when we're getting builder templates and builds, and they got a builder template of a hella NBA builds, that lets you know that, damn, they must have bounced it all around. We're getting all NBA players jump shots. They took away numbered jump shots. Like, when are people going to start realizing this? They're using pro play to get every player's unique jump shot. When are people going to start realizing this? Certain bases got killed. The feeling of that base, the easiness of it. Yes, there may be other bases that feel good, feel easy to shoot in 2K, but I'm just trying to show you guys how they're still forcing us to fall back off of old things we used to know and adapt. Here's Ja Morant doing his speed boost, right? Look at this, and you see how it warped around? Now let me see. They said it curved. You see how it warped around? I can still see certain functions in with pro play. Damn, they got us hyped because I feel like 23 was such a dry year. It really was such a dry year. It was good, yes, for certain people they'll say that, but for the community, it was a dry year. I like, when I'm speaking for the community as a whole. Right there, I can see what they're trying to do right here, because it's like he throws it out. I can see that, but right there is glitchy. Y'all see what I'm saying? You can easily see glitchiness, like, and it's like it's a video game, so I get it. Sometimes it'll be hard to like really like make certain things play out a certain way, but right here, like, that doesn't even look that bad. It's just when you look, it don't even look that bad. It's just when he catches the ball, but it goes right into a dunk. But it really looks fire. But what I can see is that they're trying to get it to where, like I said, when you speed boost, instead of just being left and right, you see how he's going more into a diagonal curve into the lane. That's what they want. When you really watch 2K, if you sit and you watch PGs, you'll just see this from left to right. When they go diagonal, it's just to go take a little quick drop dunk or run around you. It'll be certain things where it wouldn't look like they're actually out there playing basketball. It looks like people just racing to get to certain things, areas, and you know, that just made the game look like not good. Now right here, Ja Morant does like a throw out. It's like a blowout dribble right here, kinda, and then he catches it and goes straight into the dunk. That looks fire. That looks fire. It got a little glitchiness to it, but understand this too. You see how he got sucked into that screen? This is what's coming back. I'm tired of people like, yo. I'm telling y'all, yo, people be thinking like the game gonna come out, it's gonna be some crazy super ISO game where everybody's still in the court. Like, I'm telling you, It's just they've been trying to calculate their game, and they need time. Let's see how much they did this year once we actually get into the park and stuff. But I'm not about to be too much off of it. Like, the only thing they can do is say, hey, we're gonna update the speed a little bit and increase the speed, and I highly doubt that, because it's pro play and they want to make sure that they have players moving how they supposed to move. Yes, some players are fast, but some players build up momentum. Momentum is a true, real thing. All right. Now, you see that's the John Morant clip. Now, I want to show you guys this real quick. Hold on. Before we go to show you guys Steezo's clip, because people keep trying to tell me, nah, bro, it's because they couldn't choose their SIGs, and that don't mean nothing. When I see a handles for days going off and it's on Hall of Fame or it's on a high level, and the moves still are like, okay, and I see killer combos going off and the moves are still kind of like, it just looks like a moderate speed. I'm not going to say it's slow, because screens can affect, ankle breakers, stun badges can affect. There's so many things. There's a blow by badge. There's so many things in this game that can be affected, and you can see it while you're going to be playing, or you can feel it. This is Cheeseaholic trying to do the comp stage cheese spam thing. Watch this. Look, y'all know how people was just spamming that? Look how it's less of a rock. Like, I literally see patches. Like, you don't understand. When they use the same moves, it's not hard to see patches. Look how it's less of a rock, and look how he can't just burst out of it. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the crosses. It looks smooth. Like, still how he's dribbling, I'm not going to say, oh, he looks like an ass dribbler, like Cheeseaholic looks like an ass dribbler. No, I'm not going to say that. But the moves look like pace. It looks like a 16 pace. 16 may have been a little bit more glitchier and a little bit more smooth glitchy, because I'm going to say that word because that'll probably make more sense to people. Like, you can move a certain way how they probably liked it, where they will say, nah, this is still a little bit too slow for them. But me looking at it like, okay, this is like how a Trey Young would move. This is how Trey Young would move. That speed boost right there, that's how he would move. That didn't even look like a fast speed boost to me. They're trying to stop that whole aspect of left, right, and dribbling. He said there will be, Mike Wayne already said it, there will be less fades. You're going to have to stop and come to start shooting peaks. But even peaks can be hard to shoot if you're not making the correct right move. It's like 23, but with the proper touches on it. You have to have a bag in this game. I already could see it. Screens are going to be back. You're going to see players comboing and doing moves behind screens. That's going to be the thing where you're going to be comping again. I don't care. I like it that way. And players are still going to struggle with me on defense anyway. I'm the OD lock. But look at this. He said you do not use adrenaline. You don't got it on. What does Cheeseaholic talk about? I forgot to say that too in this clip. Cheeseaholic don't have on adrenaline here, so that makes it even worse. So these spams, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to still do something like this, still, regardless, and not lose your adrenaline. I still believe that. But still, it's still hindering you. Your bar is still going down. There's still a mathematics system where you're going down each time you're doing these dribble moves. Each time. So that is still a thing. And then you have to understand, you're still going to be playing against each other. I mean, other people. You don't have adrenaline right here. He doesn't have his adrenaline bar, so you're not even seeing the real effects of how his dribble moves will play out, how the speed boost from left to right will play out. Man, I'm seeing this game being a, hey, they gonna need pick and rolls. There's gonna be some real basketball. You probably gonna see the super small PGs come out. I'll be making a video on that soon. You're gonna see the super small PGs come back out. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing, but they're gonna be speeding around, shooting peaks and stuff. I can see it. I can see it because I can see the bigger 6'3", 6'4s. You probably gonna have to be a little bit more combo-y, have a different type of play style game, and they're not gonna be ready to have that. Hold on, Papa, Daddy's still doing this video, and they're not gonna be ready to handle that. They're not gonna be ready to handle the fact of better defense in this game, along with the fact of that you gotta combo up a little bit better to create space. Yes, there's other badges, and I know they're going to make ankle breakers better. They're going to make certain stuff better. They are. So the game is going to go to a different flow. Just trust me. We're not going to see the same left-right flow. I think people want to see that same left-righty flow where it's like you could just move And I'm about to show y'all what I'm talking about real quick. Y'all see how they got badges like this for big men? Bulldozer. Look at this. And then you just bump somebody. I see a lot of different shifty movement that I know that I'm going to be able to use and create space and go crazy. I see a lot of it already. People are just really wanting 2K this to be that little left righty or just I don't know how to put it. Not even over dribble, because I still like you can still feel lightly over dribble in this game. Mike Wayne said he put the wrong sigs on Giannis, so Giannis is already getting patched. He has Dame sigs. He's doing the blowout dribble way too fast. So, but I know Giannis can go down the court anyway fast because Giannis does that. He goes down the court fast. So I know this game has a different type of momentum and a style to it. You see how the speed boosts are? Look at John Morant's speed boost. It's way wider than last year. And there's other ways to burst like diagonally. There's other ways, but I just want you guys to see how the speed boosts are aligned now. It's no longer just Michael Jordan, and that's what's beautiful. I mean, Michael Jordan's guaranteed still in the game, probably the same, but you guys know the animation, how it works is totally different now. We know this. Now, look at this.
So
the
I
height.
definitely want to dribble a bit with Wemby.
Look at the Wemby build. It don't even look the same like the My Team one or even like how he looks in real life. I told y'all they gonna make these bigger builds, but they're gonna be nerfed. They had to nerf a Wemby build. He's too big. Look at this man. But look how slow the dribbling is on the bigger build. You know he's 7-footer. So this is just a good sign, y'all. No 7-footers are gonna be running around doing quick drops like they was before. They can still drive and get to the basket and get a buck like that. But that's better. It's just more realistic. There's more opportunities and ways in my mind I know to stop that. So here's to prove my point. Y'all see how the community day dribbling looks? Nobody has been doing any combos. This was Steezo when he first dropped his gameplay, when everybody was loading up before we could play. Don't you know how when you can play and you go on the blacktop and you can just dribble around and do all that stuff? This was him in there practicing, and he had the adrenaline bars. You see how there's certain moves he could do? They took this move out. Look, I'm telling y'all, I have gems for days. I have just the knowledge for days. Look at this. Boom. Y'all see that little move? It looks like they took that out. I haven't seen nobody do that. And that's kind of like a move that you can do very, very easily. And sometimes it could be slight accidental sometimes when you do it. But you can still do combos out of it. But it looks like they took that away. Or maybe changed it, reworked it, whatever the case is. You just haven't seen no combos being flew off. We haven't seen no turnaround basic one. We haven't seen nothing of the sort. People been going around trying all NBA players. We have not seen nothing like this. We have not seen nothing. See, people want it to be a little bit faster like this. We have not seen nothing like this. And of course, they could turn up the speed. I'm never going to knock that. I'm never going to knock that. The community feedback says, hey, it needs to be toned up a little bit higher. I can never knock that. Hey, maybe they could do that. But in my mind, I think they feel like they got it on point right now. I feel like they think they got it on point right now. So, y'all see how Steezo was going crazy doing these dribble moves, right? You see the big difference? And there's other players that are good that know how to dribble like him. You see when Cheeseaholic tried to dribble, right? Look at him trying to dribble. He's trying to do like that spam that they did in the stage last year. You don't lose adrenaline. Yeah, right. You don't got it on. You turned it off. He went in the settings and turned that damn shit off. I feel like, yo, see, that's the biggest aspect. Like the dribblers, especially like him, he ain't gonna say it, but they're gonna be worried. They're gonna be worried because they're using the players that should have the SIGs. Who's on Trae Young doing this? This is Cheeseaholic with adrenaline turned off. And Steezo had his on, but this is him with the adrenaline turned off. Dribbling has gotten a huge update and change. Huge. I can see it already. How you should be dribbling? Put more combos together. Utilizing more ways to get set players up in space creators, ankle breaks. Not over dribbling. I mean, using the pick and roll sometimes. I mean, it's certain things like I'm going to that IRL basketball play style. The mechanics has changed. The SIGs which you're allowed with on certain bigs has changed. Dribbling has changed within the whole. It's not this 6'9" fest. Everybody could dribble fest. Everybody got the Michael Jordan. I love it, man. So much people are patched. I cannot wait to play. 2K is back to normal. The real big dogs, or the real people that put in that work, gonna be on top. I see it already. Hit that like, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.